When a WNBA star trades the hardwood for high heels, the internet doesn't stay quiet. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, just turned the sports world upside down again after leaked backstage photos from the 2025 Victoria's Secret fashion show surfaced online. Bleacher Report dropped the images showing Reese mid-glam, surrounded by stylists, lights, and that unmistakable runway tension. Within minutes, social feeds ignited, part disbelief, part admiration. Fans weren't just reacting to the look. They were reacting to the crossover. Because Angel Reese isn't just showing up at the runway. She's walking straight into a space that used to shut athletes out, and she's doing it like she owns it. The so-called leak started with a few high-resolution backstage photos posted by Bleacher Report, then copied, cropped, and reposted across every social platform within hours. The shots showed Angel Reese sitting under the studio lights, makeup halfway done, draped in silk robes and diamonds. She wasn't posing for the camera, but that made it even more magnetic.
Hi Marie Claire, it's Angel Reese and I'm here at the Victoria's Secret 2025 fashion show. Adrienne and Lima gave me the confidence just to go out there and have fun, be me. She's an OG, as you guys know, but she's been so welcoming to me. We had a little prayer session this morning that I posted and she talked about a little bit with me. This is like so similar to being in a locker room because all the girls are together getting glammed up. We do this in the locker room. We do our brows, we do our little lip combo, tie our hair up, look in the mirror and tell ourselves like we about to go out here and kill. I'm really thankful and grateful to be able to be in a room where women are just empowering and they want to see each other win. And you don't always see that, but being here in VS, that's what it represents. Everybody just wanting each other to win.
Fans called it a behind-the-scenes look at history. A WNBA player prepping for a Victoria's Secret runway for the first time. But others quickly labeled it a publicity setup, claiming the leak was too polished to be accidental. That theory only fueled the fire. The comments split instantly. Some said she looked iconic and Hollywood-ready. Others argued it was all too commercial, that she was selling out her basketball edge for fashion credibility. But in the age of social media, authenticity is just strategy in disguise. And for Angel Reese, the line between leak and launch has never been thinner. On the court, Angel Reese built her reputation on attitude. The stare-downs, the taunts, the unapologetic flair that made her both loved and hated. But in these leaked photos, everything flipped. Gone was the fierce competitor in braids and sneakers. In her place stood a composed, radiant model. Eyes focused, expression calm, body language controlled. The contrast was jarring, almost cinematic. Fans who knew her as the villain of women's basketball suddenly saw her as a high-fashion icon. That duality became the story. Sports media called it her rebrand moment. Fashion outlets called it proof she's transcending the game. And maybe that's the point. Angel Reese isn't changing, she's expanding. She's rewriting what a WNBA star can look like. Confident, glamorous, polarizing, and profitable. Every frame of those photos wasn't just a leak. It was a statement. Within hours, fashion insiders jumped in. Stylists reposted the photos with captions like, "Finally, an athlete with runway energy." Models, designers, and influencers who barely followed basketball suddenly knew Angel Reese's name. The conversation shifted fast from "why her?" to "of course it's her." Victoria's Secret insiders reportedly loved the buzz. The brand's image has been struggling to stay relevant, and a crossover star like Reese gave them something no model could: cultural credibility. The kind that trends on TikTok before a single step hits the runway. Even major fashion accounts began framing the moment as a reset, the rise of the athlete icon era. Reese's presence blurred lines between competition and couture. She didn't look like she was invading fashion. She looked like she belonged there. And just like that, the runway stopped being a stage. It became her next arena. Once the photos hit social media, the comment sections split like clockwork. On one side, fans calling her the new face of power femininity, praising her for breaking the mold of what a WNBA player is supposed to be. On the other, critics accusing her of chasing clout, saying she's more focused on photo ops than playoffs. X, formerly Twitter, turned it into chaos. Hashtags like #AngelVSLeak and #BayouBarbieRunway started trending, fueled by memes comparing her game day tunnel fits to Victoria's Secret wings. Some fans posted edits crowning her the next Serena of fashion, while others joked that the W stood for wardrobe now. The divide wasn't about the leak anymore. It was about identity. Could an athlete be glamorous without being called distracted? Could confidence on the runway coexist with dominance on the court? Then it got even wilder. The louder the backlash got, the faster her follower count climbed. Angel Reese didn't issue a statement. She didn't have to. Instead, she posted one photo, a soft-lit mirror selfie from Backstage with the caption, "Pressure looks good on me." No tags, no clarifications, just that line. Fans read it as pure confidence. Supporters flooded the comments calling her unbothered energy personified. But critics called it a calculated move, claiming she was playing the PR game better than the brand itself. The silence worked louder than any explanation. She didn't confirm the leak, didn't deny it, she owned it. The message was clear. Angel Reese knows how to stay in control of her narrative. Whether it's a championship celebration or a viral photo shoot, she turns every headline into momentum. And while the internet debated if the photos were staged, she'd already shifted the conversation, from leaked to legendary. Victoria's Secret didn't say a word. No statement. No denial. Just quiet reposts from fan accounts and no comment, replies to media inquiries. That silence said everything. Industry insiders whispered that the brand's team knew exactly what they were doing. After all, nothing fuels a viral moment like mystery. The leak gave the show more publicity than any official teaser could. Suddenly, Angel Reese's name was trending alongside the brand, and Victoria's Secret didn't have to spend a dime on ad campaigns. Marketing experts called it controlled chaos, a so-called accidental leak that doubled as a cultural reset. Reese became the symbol of a company trying to modernize its image, confident, diverse, unapologetically bold. And while fans debated authenticity, the brand's silence turned into strategy. The runway hadn't even started, yet the buzz had already hit global. This wasn't just about Angel Reese, it was about the shift she represents. Athletes aren't staying in their lanes anymore. They're modeling, producing, designing, and building personal brands that rival pop stars. Reese just happened to do it louder, faster, and with more style. Her crossover into Victoria's Secret wasn't random. It was inevitable. The same confidence that made her a trash-talking powerhouse on the court made her magnetic under the runway lights. She's part of a new generation where performance and presence carry equal weight. Fans compared her moment to Serena Williams' Vogue covers or Sha'Carri Richardson's luxury fashion shoots. But this one hit different. It felt less polished, more disruptive. A WNBA star in a lingerie brand ad was once unthinkable. Now it's headline material. The crossover era isn't coming. It's already here. And Angel Reese just became its poster child. Whether it was planned or purely accidental, the result was flawless. Angel Reese's name dominated both sports and fashion timelines within a single weekend. The so-called leak did what every PR campaign dreams of. It blurred truth and timing so perfectly that no one cared which it was. The world saw a WNBA star stepping into high fashion like she belonged there, unbothered by judgment, untouched by doubt. She didn't just walk into a new space, she claimed it. The photos weren't scandal. They were strategy. In one drop, Angel Reese turned a backstage moment into a viral statement. She's not chasing culture, she is culture. If you're watching this on Ctrl+ style, hit subscribe, like, and share, because the next athlete crossover that breaks the internet is already loading.